there could be because of their financial situation. Now, from what I understand, Dixie Carter is like filthy rich.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say that maybe Vince should maybe think about buying this company out too?
No, I mean,
I don't, because
I
they
don't
need to
see
have some kind of
TNA
competition.
Well, they need competition, but not only that, I don't see TNA being mixed up with the WWE in any way. Even if they buy them out just to have their videos to sell some of these wrestlers in the future, I don't see it fitting in with WWE at all. I don't see it just mixing at all. So I think for them, it's just to let them burn out.
Because they did.
If I would pick up anybody right now, if I had a chance, if I was WWE and say, you know what, let's get some people, I would pick up Abyss.
That's funny that you mentioned that. That's funny that you mentioned that, because Abyss did do an interview,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that he's been approached by WWE countless of times.
He is good.
But he says he can't do it because he's been with this company
Right.
since, I guess, the year one pay-per-view,
Uh-huh.
the first anniversary, whatever it was,
Uh-huh.
and he can't see himself jumping ship like that.
Well, you know what? He needs to before that ship goes down. I mean, it's good that he wants to sit there and fight it out. I mean, but if you're not going to be pushed and you're going to be kind of wasted there, I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I understand this point. It's hard to kind of do your thing, but
if
I don't know.
But if you're the WWE,
Going to WWE is a big step too. They might job him out too.
That's the problem. And I was just going to try to go there was, look, the WWE, if you're going to be hiring Abyss, instead of jobbing him out, some kind of punishment, say, hey, look, you're just like Christian. You're in ECW, buddy. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, but see, the Abyss, I don't see them doing that. Abyss is not. From what he's saying, how he says he's so loyal and he wants to stay there in TNA, Abyss is the kind of guy you would want to hire then. If you hear him in interviews saying, hey, the WWE's knocking on my door, but you know what, I can't because I'm so loyal to this company. I've been here. Those are the guys you want to get, because those are the guys you can push.
Yeah.
And you know they're going to stay around.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was saying was the Abyss that comes to the WWE, if there was ever such a thing, should be the replacement of Mankind.
It could work. If they keep the character they have right now, Abyss, just Abyss, if they have to change his name or whatever it has to do, it still would work.
I think
it doesn't have to be like his character right now is like Mankind in some way,
right?
But a bigger version,
right?
And so it would work.
What I'm saying about Mankind is I'm talking about doing shit that Mick Foley did,
like talking to himself and all that.
Well, not so much. Well, yeah, I mean, I could see that in an entertaining point of view, but taking the bumps that Mick Foley did, because Mick Foley is not going to be doing that anymore.
No, but I think he can do it.
He could do it if he wants to make a name for himself.
Yeah,
he would have to do it.
Yeah,
he'll be no Mick Foley.
No,
but he could certainly make a name for himself.
Yeah, I can see that really happening right now for WWE if they can pick up Abyss. That would really hurt TNA right now.
That would be bad.
I think TNA would, if they were to pick up a guy like Abyss and take him and push him just a little bit, I think TNA in the back would just kind of just fall apart. They're going to wonder what's next.
Well,
who is going to be going next? And it's going to destroy them. It probably might even be better for TNA, and they'll probably focus a little bit. Who knows?
Going back to your question, should they take a talent away from TNA?
Yeah.
That could hurt them.
Yeah.
The other side is, yes, they should. And the only person that Vince should open up his pocket, his wallet, and no expense, and give this individual Shawn Michaels and Undertaker schedule, Sting.
Oh, easily. Push him to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, have the biggest WrestleMania. Sting on WrestleMania?
Yep. The thing is, I think what's going to attract Sting to WWE is that, yes, give him the Undertaker schedule.
Yep.
Give him the kind of money that Undertaker has.
Yep.
And, that's it. You're going to have Sting.
He's well-deserved.
And then you're going to have a great pay-per-view match at WrestleMania with Sting versus Undertaker.
Sting and Undertaker. You grab that guy, man, WrestleMania would be huge.
Now, I don't know how long Undertaker has with the company.
Right.
His guy's been here with 2 decades. I don't know if he's going to make it to 3. Guy's been having surgery left and right. Yeah. He's running out of gas.
Yeah.
Could this be...
This could be the big send-away match.
I think so.
And he can either go both ways. He can either win it or lose it. And it could be the biggest walk-away match.
I think, like I said, the points I made was you give him the Undertaker schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You give him the money like the Undertaker.
Because you know he's not going to run like the younger guys.
You promise him, championship matches.
Yeah.
And, to be championship. And you throw him some bonus sinus money,
Mm-hmm.
signing money.
And a DVD.
Of course, a DVD.
DVD. They don't need TNAs. They already have WCW and WWE now.
Yeah.
They would have a big DVD with this guy.
Yeah. His best matches were in ECW.
Yeah.
TNA
wouldn't count.
And guarantee him a win against the Undertaker at the next WrestleMania.
It doesn't have to be a win. But if it was.
No, I think with all those.
Yeah.
All those. You are guaranteed you're locking up Sting.
Oh, yeah, easily.
You're locking them up.
And you're probably locking one of the best WrestleManias in the last couple of years.
I mean, you could price this pay-per-view at $80 and people will buy it.
Yeah.
Because of that card right there.
Yep. It would be as big as the Shawn Michaels Undertaker.
Well,
that build-up for that match was awesome.
You think so?
Oh, dude, let me tell you, that build-up for that match
was
awesome.
Great.
The match was awesome, but I'm talking about how everyone's always been making fun of Shawn Michaels and his thing of what he does and how he's a Christian and all that.
Right.
For him to build it up against the Darkman, I thought that was a good idea. Yeah. And the way they went about it was awesome. And I thought that was my favorite match of WrestleMania. And I'm a little worried if Undertaker is going to come into this WrestleMania, because how are you going to top that? That was a big match.
Yeah. I mean, that could have been a great cast-off match, too. But
how are you going to top that? Who do you have right now on your rosters that can top that match?
You don't, but you will if you hire Sting.
Yes. That would be it.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah. Some other rumors with and I'm gonna call this a rumor because I've only heard it from one place, that the Detroit News reported that the state of California has filed a tax lien on former WWE champion Steve Austin.
Wow.
That he owes the amount of $22,000. That's it.
Look for him to be in WWE pretty soon.
Oh, of course.
He'll be back. He'll make that in one check.
Well, yeah. All he has to do is co-host the damn show.
Yeah, he'll be back.
So anyway, yeah, you look for Steve Austin. If this is true, this is the reason why Austin is back on WWE TV. Let's see, what else? The LA City attorney decided to go ahead and file criminal charges against Roddy Piper for his DUI bust earlier in the month.
Wow.
Piper was also, Piper was charged with one misdemeanor count on a DUI, driving without a valid license back on July 2nd.
Wow.
And Piper could be facing 6 months in jail if convicted.
Horrible.
So look for Ronnie Piper to be back on Raw. Because he's going to need some money.
Going to need it.
That's the rumors and news spots.
Sting, Undertaker, WrestleMania.
That'd be great. That'd be excellent. I can't wait for that if that ever happens.
Dude, this is a good chance. If WWE wants to build up a tag team division, you pull some TNA talent. You get that beer money. You get that Motor Machine Guns. You get LAX. You got a tag team division right back in your pocket.
I think maybe, it will never happen.
It will never happen. It's just a dream. It's just too.
But can you imagine, in a perfect world?
Yeah.
In a world where everything is perfect. That, what if, it's not going to happen, but like I said, in a perfect world, wouldn't it be great if Vince got with Dixie Carter and say, hey, look, let's do a pay-per-view, okay? We're both going to make stinking money off of this pay-per-view, and let's just go with talent versus talent. We'll work out who's going to win what. Yeah. No big deal. But in the end, what you want is a big payday.